Hey, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to Just a Dude podcast. I'm Nathan, just a regular guy here to break down the wildest stuff from March 21st to the 28th of 2025. In this week's episode of Just a Dude in the News, we've got a insane week to unpack with politics, storms, some hoops drama, and more, all straight from the last 7 days. So grab a drink, get comfy, and let's roll through the top 10 stories lighting up the world right now. All right, let's kick it off with some DC buzz. The Senate locked in James Bishop as the new Deputy Director of the Office of Management and Budget on March 26th after a tight 53-45 vote that split hard along party lines. They'd already shut down the debate earlier that day with a 52-47 call, and this ex-North Carolina congressman is now Trump's go-to budget guy as of today, March 28th. X blew up over it with some folks cheering the move and others grumbling about what's coming next. So here's the scoop. The OMB's where your tax money gets sorted out, and Bishop's stepping in to help run that show with a rep for slicing up spending. People are saying he's all about pushing Trump's lean government vibe, which has X split between heck yeah and oh no, my wallet. He's in the hot seat now, juggling billions and some big decisions. Bishop's no newbie to this game. He was in the House from 2019 to 2025, even took a swing at North Carolina AG last year. And yeah, he's the guy from the 2016 bathroom bill drama. The Senate vote was a close one with Dems digging in their heels, but 53 Republicans got it done. Social media is buzzing with fans calling him a budget savior, while others are prepping for leaner days ahead. What's the next play? Bishop's already linking up with OMB head Russ Vought to tackle 2026 budget cuts. And the Senate was juggling another vote that day for Aaron Reitz as assistant AG. So DC was a madhouse this last week. This could mean a tighter ship or spark a huge fight, but either way, it's real now. Bishop's got the wheel, and the money moves are about to get spicy. Let's bounce over to Nigeria real quick. President Bola Tinubu shook things up on March 27th by naming 4 new folks to the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board's Council, including the sharp cat Olusegun Omosin from the Insurance Commission. The NCDMB is all about keeping oil and gas cash in Nigeria instead of letting it slip away, and X was loving it, hyped for some fresh energy in the mix. Big deal for their oil game, no doubt. This landed Thursday, and it's all about getting that council moving again after some empty seats slowed everything down. Tinubu's crew is pushing hard for more local jobs and profits, something they've been grinding on since 2010. We don't know the other 3 names yet, but I bet there's solid picks too. Social media was all over it, shouting finally, after waiting forever on this. Here's why this is a thing. Oil's the heartbeat of Nigeria's economy, and this council's got to stop foreign companies from snagging all the loot. Omosin's insurance know-how might lock down the money side tight, which could be a game changer. People on social media are pumped now that it's official, and the energy world's got its eyes peeled. So what's the upside? If these 4 crush it, Nigeria could keep more cash and jobs at home, especially with oil prices jumping around. Tinubu's banking on them to deliver big time, and the stakes couldn't be higher. We might see some real wins by late 2025 if they play it smart. Fresh start, big hopes. Let's see how it rolls. All right, sports crew, hold on to your hats. The NBA got rocked on March 25th when Damian Lillard got sidelined indefinitely with a blood clot in his calf. Some deep vein thrombosis mess that's got him on thinners with no return in sight. Playoffs are creeping up fast, and social media is a total circus with fans praying for Dame while freaking out over a Milwaukee shot. This 8-time All-Star going down? Oof, that's a gut punch. This hit Tuesday, and it's a brutal twist for a Bucks team already limping through the season. Lillard's been straight fire since landing in Milwaukee in 2023, dropping big points and clutch shots left and right. Now it's all on Giannis and the bench to hold it together, which is a tall order. X is flooded with love for the guy, but pure panic for the postseason. Here's the rough part. The clot could turn deadly if it moves, so the docs are keeping it real safe after catching it early. But those meds mean a long wait. Lillard's kicking back with family, putting health over hoops for now, and fans are torn up over it. Social media is a mess of get well soon vibes clashing with we're screwed cries. What's the damage? The Bucks were legit title hopefuls with Dame, but now it's looking dicey with Giannis carrying the load in a stacked East. Fans are split between wishing him well and writing off the season already. Social media is raw with it, and I'm just hoping he bounces back quick. Basketball's way quieter without him lighting it up. Now let's talk some wild weather hitting close to home again. Severe storms started tearing through the southeast of the U.S. on March 24th, slamming Alabama, Georgia, and the Carolinas with tornadoes, floods, and insane winds that left a mess by today, the 28th. At least 12 folks didn't make it through, and power's out for tons more. With social media showing off pics of downed trees and wrecked homes, it's been a hell of a week down there. This all kicked off Monday when a nasty storm rolled in, mixing warm air with crazy winds to cook up trouble. By Wednesday the 26th, tornado warnings were everywhere and dozens spun up fast, making it one of the worst spring outbreaks in years, according to the National Weather Service. X lit up with videos of twisters ripping through towns, and it's as wild as it sounds. People are still reeling from the chaos. The toll's heavy, with 12 lives lost by Thursday, and that number might climb as they dig through what's left. Floods swamped roads while winds trashed power grids, leaving some spots dark for days and rescue crews scrambling to pull folks out. Social media is full of stories of neighbors stepping up, but it's a brutal scene no matter how you slice it. The Southeast's taking a beating this time. Looking ahead, cleanup's going to drag with millions in damage on the table. Weather folks are pinning it on a warm, wet March that's like tornado catnip, and FEMA's rolling in with help while locals pitch in as well. Social media is all about that community grit, but this one's going to leave scars. Thoughts are with them. They're tough, but damn, this hurts. All right, music fans, let's switch gears. Stray Kids flipped the script on their Dominate World Tour setlist by March 28th, ditching solo performances like Hold My Hand for the Latin American leg and going all in on group and unit tracks. Fans who shout out big for those personal moments are ticked off, and X is a straight-up battlefield with some loving the team vibe while most are fuming. It's a bold move that's got everyone talking. This tour's been a monster with packed crowds and wild energy, tearing up at venues left and right. Those solo stages were pure gold, giving each of the 8 guys a chance to shine on their own, so cutting them feels like a gut punch to the faithful. No word yet on why they did it, but social media is guessing timing or logistics, though that doesn't cool the heat. Ticket prices weren't cheap, and people are letting it rip online. There's a flip side, though. The new set lists got some slick group moves and big anthems that a chunk of fans are vibing with, saying it's Stray Kids at their tightest. But the diehards aren't having it, arguing those solos were the heart of the show. And X is loud with the heartbreak. It's a love-hate split. Grateful for the gig, mad at the swap. So what's the play? The tour's still rolling, and if the noise gets loud enough, they might tweak it back. Stray Kids is massive with a global crew and sky-high expectations riding on them. This could be a test run or just a one-off. But X won't let it slide easy. Fans are a force to reckon with. Back to some U.S. shakeups. The Department of Health and Human Services dropped a bombshell on March 27th, announcing that they're slashing 10,000 jobs to overhaul how they roll. They're shrinking from 28 divisions to 15, even tossing in a new administration for Healthy America, and X is all over it, with some cheering the trim while others panic about healthcare. It's a huge move that hit Thursday, and people are feeling it. The idea is all about streamlining, cutting layers and waste with fewer regional offices, too, down from 10 to 5. HHS says it's about running leaner, not weaker, but 10,000 real people are losing gigs, and that's a gut check. Social media is buzzing with folks worried about Medicare and CDC gaps, though some say it's about time the bloat got chopped. Health's personal, so this one's hitting hard. Trump's team loves that small government life, and this fits right in, shaking up how health stuff gets done. Critics are yelling it could tank services, but HHS is swearing up and down it's all good, just tighter. Social media is a split screen of this is progress versus this is pain, and the debate's hot. It's a gamble with big stakes either way. Changes are coming fast, and it could save cash or spark a mess. Nobody's really sure yet. Social media is full of takes on what's next, with some betting on efficiency and others dreading the fallout. The Overhaul's live now, and 10,000 jobs gone is no small thing. We'll keep an eye on this. Healthcare's too big to ignore. Let's pivot to some global vibes. The U.S. and Russia wrapped up talks on March 24th, nailing down a Black Sea ceasefire that got Ukraine on board by the 27th, and it's a big deal if it sticks. They're aiming to keep shipping safe and stop the military flexing out there, calming down a tense spot. X is torn between hope and yeah, we've heard this before, but it's got everyone's attention. The Black Sea's always a hot mess with trade routes and navies bumping heads, and this deal's been brewing all month. It locked in on Monday the 24th, banning attacks on civilian boats, which is clutch for food and oil moving smooth. People on social media are cautiously stoked, but trust thin after years of drama. White House is calling it a team win, fingers crossed that it holds. Ukraine's been choking with shipping blocks, and Russia's navy loves to strut, so this could ease both if it works. X is wondering if it's just a breather or real peace, and nobody's betting the farm yet. The deal's fresh as of Thursday, and it's live now, so we're watching it play out. Could mean smoother trade, or just another false start. Why does it matter? Billions ride on the sea staying open, and one slip could tank it all over again. History's not exactly cheering for this, but it's a step off the edge for now. Social media is all over the possibilities, and I'm hoping it's more than talk. Let's see if they can keep the peace. Back home, stocks took a dive on March 26th, and it's all because Trump's got his auto tariff thing hanging over everyone's head. Tech like Tesla and Nvidia got smoked as markets braced for his big reveal. Supposed to hit late that day or the 27th, but we're still waiting as of this morning, 28th. Ex-traders are sweating bullets, freaking about a potential trade war. It's a midweek mess after a shaky month. Trump's keeping us guessing, that's for sure. He's been hyping this forever, all about protecting U.S. jobs and pumping up Detroit, classic Trump move. No words dropped yet, and social media is buzzing with "where is it?" vibes, while the Dow and NASDAQ slide hard. Car prices could jump if it lands, and Canada and Mexico might clap back. Trade dramas are brewing. Markets hate this limbo, and he's serving it up big. Tesla's been a roller coaster, up on the 25th and crashing by the 26th, and X can't decide if it's jobs or chaos coming. The pitch is more U.S. plants humming, but it might just tick off allies and jack up costs instead. People are split online. Some stoked for factory wins, others dreading the bill. It's a coin toss with huge stakes either way. So where are we at? Still no announcement. Maybe it's dropping today, but if it hits, your next ride's going to cost more, and dealers are antsy. This is a mix of memes and meltdowns, and Wall Street's on edge. Could be a game changer or a bust. Stay tuned. This one's live and loud. Let's swing over to North Korea real quick. Kim Jong-un was out there on March 27th bragging about AI, suicide drones, and some early warning planes, hyping it up as a military leap. These are freaky crash and bomb bots guided by smarts with no pilots, and X is split between whoa, cool, and here we go again. Kim's flexing hard, and it's got the world's ears perked up. This landed Thursday, right in line with his missile test antics, keeping him busy as ever. The drones slam targets and blow up, cheap and sneaky, while those planes add some defense spice. Wild stuff. No proof they're flying yet, but the noise is enough to rattle folks, and social media is half impressed, half nervous. This is classic Kim, big talk and big stares. South Korea and the U.S. are clocking it close. If it's real, it's a curveball for the region. AI and wars already sketchy, and Kim jumping in means precise hits with low risk, which has X buzzing about Pentagon tension. People are tossing dark jokes online, but this could shift things if it's legit. Might be a game changer, or just more hot air. What's his angle? Probably rattling cages for leverage, same old Kim playbook with a sci-fi twist. Sanctions make tech tricky, so X is calling the bluff, though some say don't sleep on it. It's a wild card in a tense standoff, and we're all watching. Let's see if it takes off or fizzles. Definitely crazy times. All right, let's wrap up with something chill, and we covered this last week as well. Everyone's hyped for a partial solar eclipse that's going to happen tomorrow, Saturday, March 29th, and NASA's map dropped on the 27th, showing it'll hit the US, Canada, and Europe late morning to afternoon. Social media is all about grabbing glasses and throwing watch parties. Space nerds are living for it. It's a nice little breather after a nuts week. Prep's been cooking since Thursday, so check your spot and snag some gear. Don't fry your eyes staring raw. It's not a full blackout, just a bite of the sun, but still dope, though weather could crash it if it rolls in. We're all praying for clear skies, and I'm right there with them. Fingers crossed. Free cosmic show. You can't beat that. Why is it cool? These don't pop up often, and science gets to peek at the sun's corona while we just gawk in awe. Last one's old news. Next biggie's 2026. So X is pushing everyone to catch it, and schools are hyping kids up too. People online says it's a break from the grind, and I totally get that. Look up tomorrow if you're in the zone. It's a vibe. So gear up today, and let's hope the skies play nice for a sweet end of the week. Social media has been buzzing since the 27th about this, and it's the perfect cap to all this madness. Could be a chill win if the clouds chill out too. And that's a wrap on Just a Dude Podcast, your rundown of the top 10 news stories from March 21st to the 28th of 2025. From job cuts to eclipses, we've hit it all. Hope you're still hanging in there. You can hit me up on social media. I'm on all major platforms, or send me an email if you have something you'd like to discuss. Also, don't forget to follow us on your favorite podcast platform. Review, like, and subscribe, and share this episode if you know someone who would like it. This has been Nathan with your takes for this week's news. I want you to stay real, stay chill, and we'll see you next time.